Thank you, Hashem. Thank you, Hashem. Thank you, Hashem. Thank you, Hashem.
Hi everyone. Tonight we're going to be discussing nori. Nori is the well-known seaweed that is used in the production of sushi. What is not well known, unfortunately, is that seaweed, nori, oftentimes suffers from large infestations of shrimp and crab-like crustaceans. Tonight we are going to be taking a look at these infestations, and Be'ezras Hashem, we will try and demonstrate how one can clean and check their nori properly. Unfortunately, even the best hechsherim on nori do not guarantee clean, infestation-less nori. I will also point out that even though we will demonstrate how to clean nori, the way to clean and check your nori is extremely time-consuming and very difficult, and it is not something that one can fully learn off of a video. So while I will be demonstrating it and explaining it on a very basic level, anyone who truly wishes to actually be able to clean their nori properly should learn one-on-one from a mumche in bedikas taloyim, who knows properly how to check their nori. But in the meantime, let's take a look at the infestations. So here we have a picture of a live shrimp-like crustacean. These are two different ones that are similar to what's in the nori. Maybe not exactly, but you'll see the similarities. Here we have our first sheet of nori with a crustacean, shrimp-like crustacean inside of it. This one is whole, so is this one. These are both full barias. As is this third picture, is a full baria. It's a full creature. Here are some pieces, as you can see clearly from a live animal, once live animal, excuse me. Here we have a few more different pieces. These are all quite visible with the naked eye, very small, but visible with the naked eye. And they're not batel because they're nicker. So here's a little video that I got from Moraine Rav Yosef Dorfman, who had these a different type of nori from Thailand. And you see little shrimp-like crustaceans, very similar to the ones found in our nori, ever so slightly bigger. You can see they're actually still alive. He's got these fresh noris, and the shrimp are still alive. As you can see, they look very much like shrimp. And they are very similar to the ones in the regular nori. Just, again, slightly larger. Here you can actually see some of the nori inside the animal's stomach. And here we shortly will see several in a small water cap. You can see exactly how small they are. So now that we've seen the negias inside, let's discuss a little bit about the halachic ramifications of these crustaceans. Many poskim hold as a davar pashut that they are completely asur to eat. However, there are some poskim that disagree and hold that since the nori goes through an oven and these crustaceans sometimes dry out, they don't have a din of a sheretz hamayim, and therefore they are completely mutter to eat. However, this is not the mainstream psak, and every person should certainly speak to their rav. As far as the bedika of nori, unlike other types of bedikas that we do on greens and other vegetables, one should not put light on the backside of the nori. So here we have some sheets of nori. Generally speaking, you want to check with two sheets to give a little dark background to the sheet you're checking. You do not want to hold it up to the light because that will drown out your ability to see the sheretz in the leaf. You also don't want to put it on a light board, which will also make it too light and you will not be able to see the problems in the nori. What one should do is take two sheets of nori, and one should look for anything that is out of the ordinary, anything that is not the green color, anything that's white, brown, red, or various shades that don't seem to actually fit with the nori. I'll show you just one for example. We have this. We have a little bit of white right here. Okay, it's a little hard to see, but we'll try and get it in. It's a little bit of discoloration. I'm not sure, I haven't actually checked yet to see whether this is a crustacean or just a piece of wood or some other things that sometimes, or garbage that sometimes is found in nori. However, one should be very careful and take a toothpick and pick it out. Sometimes it'll make a small hole. A person needs to do this very carefully and very slowly, as oftentimes you will have some of the shrotzim that are literally embedded within the sheet. Nori comes in strips and is put in a form and pressed and made into these square sheets. But each square sheet is made up of numerous pieces of seaweed. So many times you will have whole shrimp-like crustaceans stuck in the sheet itself. Therefore, one needs to go very slowly over every bit of the nori sheet, line by line by line. A loop, some will find very helpful in identifying, but any piece of debris that is not part of the nori should be removed to be sure. One should also make sure to check both sides of the sheet of nori. Oftentimes, one will have pieces of crustaceans that are only seen from one side or the other, and therefore one should make sure to flip the nori sheet and check carefully on both sides. Also, the bedika of nori should not be something that is done under time constraints or stress. It has to be done in a calm ofen and not necessarily in large quantities, because it is a time-consuming bedika that, unfortunately, if a person is moving too fast, that person will likely miss some of the crustaceans and not do a proper bedika. With this information, we should be zeiche to check our nori properly and to not be nichshal in the isser of achilas shrotzim, and be zeiche to eat our sushi the way the Ribono Shel Olam intended.